What if I told you there's a 2,000-year-old method that can neutralize any toxic person in your life, and that this method was tested by emperors, slaves, and philosophers in the most extreme situations imaginable? You want to learn it, right? Well, get ready, because the Stoics didn't run from toxic people. They had something much more powerful: techniques to make any toxic person completely harmless. Marcus Aurelius dealt with corrupt senators. Epictetus dealt with cruel masters. Seneca dealt with Nero, literally the most psychopathic emperor in history. And they all survived and thrived. Spoiler: by the end of this video, you'll have a complete manual to never suffer from toxic people again. The brutal truth: toxic people only have the power you give them. Think about it. What real power does a toxic person have? They can't force you to feel anything. They can't control your thoughts. They can't dictate your reactions. The only power toxic people have is the one you allow. Epictetus, who was a slave and dealt with toxic people 24/7, discovered this. No man can harm you without your permission. Translation: toxic people only affect you if you let them. But how do you deny that permission? That's where Stoic techniques come in. It's like Neo in the Matrix. Once he realizes the bullets aren't real, they stop hurting him. When you realize that toxicity isn't real, it stops affecting you. Seneca put it simply: it's not the things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Toxic person equals fact. Your suffering equals judgment. Change the judgment, and the suffering ends. Technique 1: Marcus Aurelius' mental shield. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome while dealing daily with corrupt politicians, traitorous generals, and manipulative senators. How did he go insane? A mental shield. Here's how it worked. Every time someone toxic said something, Marcus imagined an invisible shield around his mind. The toxic words would hit the shield and fall to the ground. They never entered his mind. Example: toxic person: you're completely incompetent. Normal reaction: anger, sadness, urge to fight back. With a mental shield: interesting opinion, bounces off. Next, Marcus Aurelius wrote: when someone offends you, remember, it is your opinion that you are offended. Translation: the offense only exists if you accept it. Mental shield equals automatic rejection. It's like spam email, straight to the trash, unread. Result: the toxic person ends up talking to the wall. Technique 2: Epictetus' strategic indifference. Epictetus created the most devastating technique against toxic people: total indifference. It's not ignoring. It's not being rude. It's treating the toxic person like a natural phenomenon, like rain or traffic or wind. You don't get mad at the rain, right? You just accept it and adapt. Epictetus did the same with toxic people. Example: toxic person: you never do anything right. Emotional reaction: what? I always. Stoic reaction: and continues doing what he was doing. Why it works. Toxic people feed on emotional reactions. No reaction equals no fuel. They literally starve emotionally. Epictetus said, do not seek for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do. Translation: accept that toxic people exist like mosquitoes. You don't wage a philosophical war against mosquitoes. You just use repellent. Indifference equals emotional repellent. Technique 3: Seneca's redirection. Seneca dealt with Nero, a narcissistic psychopath with absolute power. One mistake could mean death. How did Seneca survive for years in that environment? Redirection. Instead of confronting toxicity head-on, he redirected the energy. Example: toxic person: you're terrible at what you do. Confrontation response: no, I'm not. You're the one who... Redirection response: you're right. There's always room to improve. What would you suggest? Result: the toxic person gets confused. They expected a fight. They got agreement. They don't know how to react. Seneca called this verbal aikido, using the attacker's force against them. Devastating example: toxic person: you never listen to me. Redirection: you're right. I'm listening now. Tell me everything. Toxic person: boom. Total disarmament. Seneca wrote, the best revenge is to be unlike your enemy. Translation: be better and you automatically win. Technique 4: Marcus Aurelius' philosophical analysis. Marcus Aurelius had a genius method. Analyzed toxic people like case studies. Instead of getting mad, he got curious. Why does this person act like this? What inner pain are they hiding? What fear is behind their aggression? Result: anger becomes compassion. Irritation becomes curiosity. Suffering becomes wisdom. Example, toxic boss yells at you. Normal reaction, anger, humiliation. Stoic analysis, interesting. He's probably under extreme pressure, likely afraid of losing his job. The aggression is a defense mechanism. Result, you understand instead of suffer. Marcus Aurelius wrote, whenever you want to cheer yourself up, consider the good qualities of your companions. Even toxic people have stories, fears, and wounds. When you understand this, it stops feeling personal. It's like realizing a barking dog is in pain. You don't get offended. You feel compassion. Technique 5, Epictetus' ultimate detachment. Now the most powerful technique of all. Epictetus discovered toxic people only affect you if you need them. The less you need their approval, love, or validation, the less power they have. He called this emotional self-sufficiency. Here's how it works. If you need your boss to love you equals they have power over you. If you just want professional respect equals limited power. If you don't care about their opinion equals zero power. Example, toxic person. Nobody likes you. If you need to be liked, emotional devastation. If you don't need it, okay, so what? Epictetus summed it up. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few needs. Translation, the fewer emotional needs you have, the freer you are. Detachment isn't coldness. It's freedom. The full formula, how to apply all the techniques. So, how do you actually use all of this in real life? Here's the full Stoic protocol. Step 1, mental shield. Blocks toxic words from entering. Step 2, strategic indifference. Removes emotional fuel. Step 3, redirection. Turns toxic energy into your advantage. Step 4, philosophical analysis. Turns pain into wisdom. Step 5, detachment. Removes emotional dependency. Complete example. Toxic person. You're a total failure. Mental shield, their opinion, doesn't enter. Indifference, no emotional reaction. Redirection, interesting perspective. Any suggestions? Analysis, she's probably projecting her own insecurity. Detachment, I don't need her approval to feel good. Result, toxic person is confused and gives up. You stay calm and move forward. The truth that will change your life. You are always stronger. Here's the real truth. Toxic people aren't stronger than you. They only seem stronger because you didn't know how to defend yourself. Now you do. The Stoics proved it's possible to live among any type of person and still keep your inner peace. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome, surrounded by toxic politicians. Epictetus was a slave to cruel masters. Seneca advised a psychopathic emperor, and they all kept their serenity. If they did it, you can too. As Marcus Aurelius concluded, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. Toxic people equals external events. Your reaction equals internal power. Focus on what you control, ignore what you don't, and be free.